Welcome to Kick 'em in the Head, a podcast that takes an inside look at the world of mixed martial arts, featuring interviews with some of the top fighters from South Africa and around the world, with a focus on the EFC and UFC promotions. I'm your host, Yao. Join us as we delve deep into the techniques, strategies, and mindsets of these world-class athletes, learning from their experiences and gaining insights into what it takes to succeed in the toughest sport on earth. Good afternoon, and welcome as always to the Kick on the Head podcast. And today I'm very excited to have the one and only Simbarashe, the Hawk Hokonya. Now, if you don't know who he is, Simbarashe, the Hawk Hokonya, is a rising star in the world of MMA. Hailing from Zimbabwe, he recently made headlines with a decisive victory over Billy the Kid Oosthuizen at EFC114, winning by TKO in the first round. Standing 1.6 centimeters tall with a reach of 1.63, Simba has demonstrated remarkable skill and resilience in the featherweight division. His rapid ascent in the sport marks him as a fighter to be watched, embodying the spirit and determination of a true champion. Join us as we delve into his journey regarding his featherweight Grand Prix fight coming up at EFC 114 against Ayanda, the Power Zwane. Simba, the Hawk, welcome to the Kick Him in the Head podcast.
Thank you so much for having me over there.
Simba, thank you so much for making the time. We're really excited about the fight that you have coming up at EFC 114. Obviously, we saw your fight at 112. As I said, against Billy the Kid Oosthuizen, was not an easy fight. And tell us more about how it's been being involved in this contender championship Grand Prix for the EFC featherweight title, which we know is being held by the one and only Eagle Smiley Kabesa, who, if you win this fight against Ayanda the Power, you will then be versing him for the title. How does it feel being involved in this historic Grand Prix?
It's and I don't know how to put it in words, but this Grand Prix, it's a good experience for me. The Grand Prix has pushed me to my limits, and I've learned a lot as a fighter. And all thanks to EFC for recognizing me to put me here. And then this Grand Prix pushed me a lot.
Fantastic.
And I'm looking forward to see what the future holds. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I shouldn't have interrupted you. So, what the future holds, I think, tell us more about what the past held in that face-off. So, at the last EFC 113, we saw you, 112, we saw you going face-to-face, facing up with your future opponent, Ayanda the Power Zwane. How was that? How was the atmosphere having you two there with the title you were about to fight for? How was that face-off?
That face-off with Ayanda, I didn't even shake or what was. I was just calm because I know I'm way better than Ayanda, either on the ground or on stand up. I'm so excited for this fight. So I was there calm, because I know if I'm inside the cage with Ayanda, I'm the king there.
Inside the cage, you are the king. So outside of the cage, if you can just tell us more about how this training camp has been. Obviously, you've been in camp for a while. You've been now training for this is going to be your second fight, your second fight in this Grand Prix for a series of 3 fights. How is it mentally preparing for 3 fights that you know? And if you win these fights, you then go on to become the champion. How is it preparing for something that momentous?
The preparation was so tough because my teammates, they tried to push me as hard as they can, and I've been trying to push myself again as hard as I can. So the training camp was not even easy. I don't want to lie. So I was trying by all means to push so hard so that the fight would be much easier. I know it's going to be easy, but I want it to be much easier.
Going to be easy. I'm pretty sure your opponent would not like to hear that because I'm sure he's got some other plans for that fight. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, you mentioned that it has been tough training, but despite all the hard training, I'm sure there must have been some entertainment that happened. So, what's been the funniest thing that's happened with you during this very long, extended training camp that you've been on?
Oh man, the funniest thing. I have a lot, but There's this one. So Nicholas got me in an amber. So it was a tough one. I was struggling to escape that amber. Then all of a sudden Nicholas just farted, bruh. he, he just
So thanks.
so he farted, man. Then it just came as a motivation for me to escape that that amber.
So he gave you a gas motivation to get out of the armbar.
100%.
Which is fantastic. So out of all this time, you've obviously seen your opponent, you've seen what he has to offer, you've faced off with him. What message do you have for your opponent ahead of this fight that you have with him next week? What message do you have for Ayanda the Power Zwane?
Oh, so first message to Ayanda. I saw this other interview he did. He was saying he gave me that fight. And I saw this other again message he took the ground. He said I should have knocked him out on our last fight. So I have learned a lot on that previous fight. I'm coming for you, brother. You better be prepared. I need a fight. I'm not there to play with you.
You heard it here first. The Hawk is not here to play with anyone. He's not here to play in the Grand Prix. He is going straight for the top, ready to go for the title. So, presuming you win this fight, how do you see yourself versing the featherweight GOAT, Iga Smiley Cabeza? He has an absolutely phenomenal career, an absolutely phenomenal record in the EFC. He basically doesn't stop winning. How do you see your path to victory against him?
One thing, man, I believe in myself, and I believe no one can stop me in EFC. Um, but I have so much respect for the champ. For now, I just want to focus with what I have in my plate right now. Let me just finish this guy. Then I'll face the champ after this one.
Always staying focused on the task at hand. That's the sign of a very good fighter because you can't look too far, otherwise you get kicked in the head. So I absolutely
And,
love your approach to this fight. Thank you so much, Simba. So for anyone who's looking to get in contact with you, where can they find you on social media?
oh, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, it's Facebook is Simbarashe Hokonya. Then Instagram is Simbas Hokonya. Then yeah, that's all.
And that's where it is. That's where you can find this great fighter. Looking forward to this featherweight Grand Prix. Featherweight, yeah, featherweight Grand Prix happening at EFC 114. It's going to be absolutely electric. Simba, before you go, there's just one more thing I'd like from you. The way that we like to end our interviews. I'm not sure if you know what that is. No. Can I get a nice loud kick him in the head from you?
Kick them in the head.
Yes. And to everyone
Yes.
listening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as always, to the Kick 'em in the Head podcast at HeadKickPod on all platforms. And obviously to the champion you see in my right here, Simba the Hawk Hokonya. Sir, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you in the Hexagon next week.
Thank you so much, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.